Welcome to the almost live show with me, the Gabby Caddy, for another acoustic evening with Ben Drummond and friends at the Magic Jamhouse in the centre of Birmingham, St Paul Square to be precise. Ben Drummond, good evening, sir. It's in support of B1%, which is Steve Pilgrim's charity, Paul Weller's drummer.
Right, okay.
We have the list of who's on, or rather, you have the list.
Indeed, yeah.
This is going to be broadcast on srbradio.com, and I'm hoping to get it onto Planet Radio Network in the USA.
Well, that'd be wonderful.
I'm hoping,
mate, because it'd be great for you to get some rewards for the.
Well, the Biscuit Boys is on there, and I'm working at the with the powers that be.
Great.
To see if we can get our almost live shows on there and promote what wonderful talent we've got in the Midland music scene over in America as well.
Indeed, mate.
So, welcome and hello again.
Hello again.
Let's have the name check of who's on, because I've got loads of things to go through with you.
Okay.
Brum Radio here last time out.
Yeah, that's
Loved
right.
it.
Yeah.
Robin Val, legend.
Yeah, he's doing a lot again. He's supporting the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't get much bigger or better than Robin Valk.
Robin's passionate.
If I had a 10th, a 20th, a 50th of his talent, God, I'd be happy with that.
I think it's experience, isn't it? And he feels what we all feel about the music around here. He's very passionate about the music and the arts, and he's very passionate about the different scenes in the city. From Moseley and the Blue Piano and that sort of way, all the way to Jamhouse and our scene around here. He supports it all, and that's a great thing.
I'm loving this scene here as well. I'm loving the whole of the scene. And the Biscuit Boys, we're going to be putting on a show at the Actress and Bishop.
Oh, fabulous!
Hopefully the last Friday in the month.
Is that like a one-off or?
No, it's going to be a bi-monthly thing.
I like to say every 2 months.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, I know bi. Yeah, I'm not bi.
You could be.
I could try. I could be trisexual.
Can you be that? Can you be trisexual? I think there is another sex now.
Yeah.
Because I've been looking at Twitter. Some of them have got bits on top and bits on the bottom as well. So technically it is another.
Is that what you've been looking at?
I don't, but sometimes these things flash up, don't they?
What, they flash up down below or upstairs? Or?
They just flash up.
Right, okay.
Yeah, but again, it's everything. Encompassing everything. And St Paul Square, I just love this area.
Oh, the vibe's fantastic.
I love the church. I love the Jam House. I love the Actress and
Look
Bishop.
at this, it's just history, isn't it? And we're carving a niche still for ourselves here at the club. I mean, we've got a great night tonight, and to go over the list really of who's on.
Let's have it.
Speak Brother, who they're headlining our night tonight, and they're a keyboard player is a guy who I've been working with recently on a few albums, doing session work for him. He's a producer, Matt Cotterill, who's the keyboard vocalist of the band, and they're fantastic. But I'm not going to tell you much about them, Gab.
Okay.
I'll just sit down, take it in, and be surprised. I think got Rich Jones on tonight, who's one of the singer-songwriters who Matt produced. Again, I'm playing bass with him tonight.
Yep.
He's a fabulous young 19-year-old singer-songwriter.
Oh, okay.
Crafts his own songs, sings from his heart. Very much if you're into stuff like Ben Howard, he's got that, but he's also got a bit of Newton Faulkner. Now, I rate him very highly as a guitarist as well. Very fluent guitar, sax player. Yeah. A bit like your guy you meant, Lucas from Apollo Soul. He's got that sort of real bold swagger and writes great tunes. Got Megan-Reece, who's doing really well on Paloma Faith's team.
Yes, she is. Yeah. Turn around.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, and they all turned round, I think.
Two. Boy George
did as well.
I think there was the two, and then she had the choice.
Oh, right.
But I think the other two were. I think they were in the process. They were thinking about turning around. Right. But sometimes when two others have turned, you think,
Yeah, it's going to be a battle between those two. We've had Megan on, I don't know, maybe about
3-4 months ago, wasn't it?
It was a bit longer than that. I think it was like July sort of time, summertime.
I remember it because I interviewed her.
Did you interview her? Right, okay. I know it was a night when Pleasure House were playing, and she blew me away, and I thought, that it's got the postmodern jukebox feel about it.
Yes, definitely.
classic 50s, you know, she's a very beautiful girl, but she's got this angelic voice. It reminds you of smoky clubs in the 30s and the 50s, like, you know, milkshakes and Cadillacs and all that stuff. So that's really good. So I'm looking forward to
If
Megan.
you could put a cartoon character to Megan Reece, be that bird from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, wouldn't it?
Oh, Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, you know, in the kind of red dress and that.
No, I know what you're saying.
You know where I'm coming from?
Yeah. I wouldn't say that, man. I'd be like more. It's a good one. I'm going to think about that. Yeah, I'll get back to you on that one. Yeah.
When she's gigging, you'll go, Gabby, it's
yes,
Thelma.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Chase the Pigeon a bit more. Did you catch the pigeon?
Oh yeah, the wacky wearer. Yeah, Penelope. She was a looker as well, wasn't she?
She was, yeah. Well, she is, isn't she?
And that mermaid, Marina.
Oh, from The Little Mermaid?
No, the one that was in, was it Stingray?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love the music to that.
Yeah, Stingray.
Stingray. No, I love the Marina theme tune.
Yeah, it wasn't Stingray, was it?
It was the aquatic one, wasn't it? There was an aquatic one.
I'm going to have to Google this.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask her.
Ask her, yeah,
she's too young, she wouldn't remember that.
It's only old footers like us, in it,
exactly,
mate.
Yeah.
Next up, Hannah Brown, who's Birmingham lass who's just been doing some stuff on Hugh Stevens, I believe.
Yep.
Played the Hare and Hounds to a sold-out crowd.
With Joe Wiley.
With Joe Wiley, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice to get somebody, a Brum lass who's getting a bit of support from the regionals.
Certainly
and
is.
the nationals. Fall Girl, who's another local girl who's just released her first EP, and she's a fantastic nylon strong sort of debutante, beautiful soulful voice, you know, and she's warming us up.
I'm loving the soul.
Yeah, you got to have a bit of soul at the Jam House. Amy Goodhall, who's a Wolverhampton lass, who's just rehearsing in the background, and she sounds amazing
And looks great.
and looks fantastic. And then we got Ruth Owens, who I discovered when I was doing a recording session for Gavin Monaghan at Magic Garden Studios. He showed me a bit of Ruth stuff, and I was just again blown away by this real folk driven artist. Kind of I feel a bit of the Shins in there, very, very, very cool. And that's what we got tonight. So we got a Ruth Owens trio, Amy Goodall doing a duo, Fall Girl solo, Hannah Brown's doing a solo, Megan Reece using our Jamhouse piano, the grand that we've got on the stage, backed up by her guitarist Chris. Rich Jones doing a trio, and Speak Brother doing the full band. So pretty good for a Tuesday night, end of the month, for free.
And it's always the end of the month, the last Tuesday of the month,
of every month,
and it's always free.
And it's always free.
It's
we'll never charge.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
And a showcase for so many. Mm-hmm. I mean, you've introduced so many artists to me, and we've interviewed them at Almost Live show.
It's a really privileged part for me to be, because I can actually, because I like music and original music, and I'm doing a lot of stuff in studios nowadays, and I see so much, I get so much music come my way, and things sometimes, serendipity and all that.
I love that word.
Yeah, well, it is. It's serendipity. It's just
that
like
should be an album title.
Well, there you go. Maybe it will.
Serendipity. I have no idea what it means, really.
Do you know? I mean, it means by.
It's another by.
Happy accident. You remember the guy who used to play, by serendipitous nature is like something positive comes from something.
Yeah, right, fantastic.
There's probably a better way of defining it, but
which probably a better way than I could define it.
Yeah, but
and Mrs. Brown, it couldn't even spell it.
No, I don't think my wife could either. No, I don't think I could.
Starts with a snaky S.
Yeah, a curly snake.
Yeah. And your launch pad, how's that going on?
Yeah, we're going to be doing a couple this year to push bands. I think we are going to get behind Tessa the Circle.
Okay.
They've just released an album which is getting a lot of play. Planet Rock are pushing it. Radio 2, Bob Harris is all over it.
Yeah.
It's quite a departure from their sort of folk-driven flamenco stuff. It's got like quite a 70s heavy sort of vibe to it, like thinking Zeppelin, but also some alt grunge. So yeah, it's cool. It's a very cool thing, and
a great lad as well, Tess.
Oh, lovely guy. I love him to bits. Love him like a brother.
Yeah,
because you won't find a more genuine, passionate guy about music. He's salt of the earth, man.
And a brilliant musician as well.
Yeah, and you want to hear him play
Seriously,
piano.
brilliant.
Well, he can write, he can play guitar, and he can play great piano, and he's a bit of a bastard.
But I remember the first time I saw Tess here, and we were sitting around, there was lots of people, and it was kind of like, wow.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
yeah.
Blimey.
Well, I was doing a jam night at the Virtue Bar, which was like a get up, a speakeasy for musicians, and he heard about it, him and Lee, and I think it was just the two of them, and they came up, man, and they did look like rock stars, man. They were older guys, man.
Yeah.
And they had their glasses of wine, man, and Tess was half cut, you know, and we were all jamming. And fair play to Tess, he just got up, man, and you know, and just jammed, and it was great, you know, really, really cool. So I asked them to do the Roots Festival that I organise in Sutton Coldfield, which is another one this year. Yeah.
Oh, you're doing another one this year? Good.
We've moved location.
Dates?
It's July, mid-July on Sunday. But we've moved location to another part of Sutton Coldfield where it's a little bit easier to police because, I mean, last year...
And get out.
Well, get out, because at night it's a park, you know, so it's the biggest urban park in Europe.
Tell me about it.
Easy to get lost. I think you did, didn't
I
you?
did, yes.
Yeah. You can be like, I mean, I can get lost on there still when I'm on it every day, you know, walking the hound. So, you know, at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, it's starting to go dark and you're doomed, man.
I was.
Yeah.
I come out, there was horses.
Oh yeah, there's wild ponies.
Yeah, and I thought, where the bloody hell did they come from? I've never seen them on the way in.
No. Yeah, there's other things on there as well, man.
Yeah,
there's the
frightening stuff.
The keeper's on there.
I don't mind the keeper because he can tell you how to get out.
He won't, man. He'll keep you there forever. He will build huts in the park.
What is he, a nutter?
Just a strange old guy. He builds wigwams.
Oh really?
Trees, yeah, good guy. You know, I've not met him yet. I've seen him. He's not much of a social.
He's a kind of keeper who's an axe murderer
You
type
never
of
know,
thing.
Do you?
You don't, do
when
you?
You're deep in those pines, man. You want to, keep to yourself.
I'm glad you've moved it, Drummond.
So we've got the Mitchell Arts Centre, and we'll be doing it for the Make-A-Wish campaign this year. So we did it last year as a tester. It wasn't a Roots Festival per se, though. It was more so we wanted to do a charity event. We couldn't get the Roots to work last year because of the amount of people that turned up the second year. You know, from sort of 1,000 people that first year that you came to the second year, we had about 3,000. And then it was too much for, you know, to police that. A little girl went missing. Yeah. You know, and it was only for like 2 minutes. But again, you know, you're thinking, because we only organise the music, but when it comes to those numbers, all of a sudden you're thinking, all right, man, this does.
You're responsible for them, aren't you?
Yeah, of
really,
course you are. Yeah, you know, and you know, best intentions in the world. You know, I had to stop the festival, organise people to like go and look in the woods for this little girl who was just behind the stage. You know, but you know, I was running through the woods because I know the park really well, and you know, thank God she was found and she was okay. So that was a big reason we wanted to keep it at the Mitchell Centre. It's a big open field which is, you know, fenced off. You've got a bar area there. You've got other places like there's an art gallery. There's like very cool little shops and stuff. Still very family orientated. So.
What road is it on in Sutton? Do we know?
It's at the back end of Sutton. Mitchell Arts Centre. It's called. But I'll give you more info when I
definitely. And we're looking at the second, third week in July.
Yeah, I think it's the second or third, yeah.
But it's going to be on your Facebook and your Ben Drummond.
I'll be pushing it, I'll put it on my website.
And we'll be pushing it as well.
Great.
We'll help you 100%.
Cool.
Have you got any artists lined up yet?
Tess of the Circle. I want to try and get them to do a bit. I'm thinking about Cantaloupe, Pleasure House, hopefully. I'd like to kind of ramp it because I've got a big stage this year. Try and have bands on the evening and then lead it up throughout the day. Yeah. Get some of these, you know, there's some of these guys who've been loyal to this club and the night, you know, some people who've come in and really, you know, made the mark here at the club. So Megan and I'll have to get my head down and think about it.
Well, if you need any input, you need any help,
indeed,
we're
mate,
working with lots and lots of bands.
Throw them over,
So I'd love to. I do with Facebook and Twitter. You know, I'd love to link up with all the radio stations, all the promoters, all the bars, all the live venue, absolutely everybody, because I think that together we can make a difference.
Yeah,
standing on our own, I think we're very vulnerable in this. What should we say? Industry.
It's
is
art,
it really?
I mean,
industry?
this is art. You know, you can't categorise it too much, can you?
No.
It's just
It's music.
Yeah,
it's what it is.
Well, yeah, and it's and there's great stuff out there, and just get out of the house.
Phenomenal
turn
stuff.
Turn the TV off. Throw the TV away. Don't watch it.
Yeah.
And go out and read some books and go and watch some music and write a screenplay, man, and record some of your own music.
Creative.
Be creative.
Get that pen and let it do what it wants to do.
Yeah.
Bring
live
something
a life like that, because that's what you want to give to the kids. It's not commerce or anything.
Exactly.
So. Yeah, man.
Be yourself. It's all with an instrument. Make it sing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean it's out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And that's the beauty of nights like this. It's somewhere to come and show the talent. I mean, I've always been. I think Stephen King wrote it actually. All talent wants is to be used, is to be to be out there. Half of it's writing it and producing it and getting it ready. Then there's the audience coming to it, and the art part of it is the gap between finishing what you do and the audience seeing it. That's the real magic, isn't it?
I agree. And then on that next level, the national airplay, that's even more difficult because that's very, very closed.
Did you
Those
read
doors.
the thing about it's all the majors have the monopoly obviously on the radio stations.
Yeah, exactly.
But then you've got DAB radios, man.
Yeah, you have.
You've got
Internet.
selective. You've got there's never been more choice, but then there's never been such a lazy approach to radio. But largely listen to radios that's in your car and Radio 1, Radio 2 still got massive listenerships, and not so much Radio 2. I do like Radio 2 and Absolute Radio.
But,
I think.
But be more brave is what I would say to all of them. Do your own work because you do, and let's be honest, you don't have to work that hard, do you? Us at the Biscuit Boys, SRB Radio.
No, I think it's fairly established.
But people are coming to us. Gabby, can you play this? Can you play this? Can you play this? And I am falling over. I am stumbling over so many artists that take my breath away because they're absolutely brilliant, and I'm totally loving them. I've gone to SoundCloud. I spend all day, more or less every day now, listening to music, but I just don't hear it played on these commercial stations because
it won't.
They're pandered to the major labels.
It is. It's a marketing thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
But then, on the flip side of that, you've never had as much choice as music as you've got now.
Oh, I agree with that.
The fact is, it's a philosophy in this country that keeps people grounded in the. We don't, because of the weather we have, we don't go out as much as say our Spanish counterparts.
Agreed.
They go out, don't they? I mean, when I lived in Spain, it was like we were out and there was bands and there was like creative and people jamming in the park.
Yeah.
Kind of like what you'd imagine the 60s to be.
You can't do that in Birmingham, can you? You go out in Birmingham, piss down with rain, doesn't it?
Well, exactly.
It's blowing your amp up.
Yeah, exactly. You've got that, but then I come from Wolverhampton, man, and it's you have adversity all the time, a hard time, and some of the most talented people come from that struggle. Yeah, really, and sometimes I don't see it. But,
when I was from Kingshurst, it's hard out there. Chamsey Wood's right by it. Yeah, people like us aren't given those opportunities, aren't them chances. We've got to do it for ourselves. And we're plugging, we're trying to get music out there, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm living, I'm breathing. I'm absolutely loving it. I'd hate to do it for somebody like Justin Bieber.
Right, okay.
I would not do it. Somebody says to me, Gabby, go and do this big festival, and can you interview Justin Bieber and that? I would rather walk away from this than do that, because I will not do that.
That's good, man.
I wouldn't do it because it's too easy.
Right.
It would be a piece of piece.
Your interview would be very biased.
It would. Well, I don't like him. I don't like what these people stand for. Open the doors. Let everybody in. Have a diet of all genres on mainstream radio. I always liken it to my Sunday dinner. If my missus just give me potatoes, I'd be a bit upset. And that's all I'm getting on commercial radio. Vegetables. Right, okay. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I want a bit of meat. I want a bit of gravy.
Yeah.
I want variety.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Dessert.
Exactly. What's your favourite dessert?
It does change, man, but I'm quite partial to a bit of a bread and butter pudding with with custard, yeah.
Oh, it can't be ice cream.
I like stodge, man,
I like ice cream. Cheesecake.
Cheesecake's good, but I kind of like those traditional. I like rhubarb crumble, man,
Yeah, that's
a good one.
Makes your teeth go funny though, doesn't it, rhubarb crumble?
Yeah, it's really good for you, though.
Yeah, I believe so.
It's good for your glands, I think.
Yeah. And at my age now, I need to start eating stuff like that, really.
Well, I'm catching you up, Gav, you know.
You've still got about 15 years, though.
Yeah, I'll have to have some bananas or something. That'll do.
Hey, they're going out as well, aren't they?
What do you mean they're going
Dying out, bananas are.
You're joking.
No, seriously, I heard it on the radio.
That's no good.
I know, that's what I thought.
Why is that?
There are certain make of bananas, I forget what they are, but these bananas that they make, I mean, they grow on trees.
Yeah.
But they export well. A lot of the other bananas don't export very well. They go off. So they kind of hybrid these bananas and they give them a certain name.
So they're fucking around with nature.
Exactly, yeah.
Well.
I thought all bananas were fifes.
Well, yeah, that's the one, isn't it?
But they ain't, apparently. Fifes are just a make, a brand.
Like who ship them and
I
stuff.
think so, yeah, basically.
Well, I'm disappointed, Gab, to be
I was
fair, man.
gutted, mate, because I eat a banana a day.
The truth hurts, doesn't it, man?
Yeah, and they're easy to eat, aren't they?
I love a banana. I have a banana for breakfast, and my daughter does.
Yeah.
Even if she doesn't want to, man, I say eat the banana.
I love grapes as well.
Grapes, yeah. Grapes are good, yeah. You know, they have a celebration in Spain on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
They call them uvas.
Yeah.
And you got to have a grape for every second the bell dongs.
I would. I love them.
Yeah,
I love grapes.
So, like, you end up like 12 seconds, like just a mouthful of
I
grapes.
don't care. I'm like that.
No, you know
at my fridge every night.
You know what the best fruit is? Cherries.
Yeah, but they've got pips in the middle, you know.
You can get
Cherries are nice.
Yeah.
And strawberries have them
Cherries
pips.
like a king thing, innit? Like, you know,
Yeah.
really, like, you know, it's a royal fruit, that is.
They are good. And the
You get
oranges, I think oranges are dying off. It takes too long to peel a bleeding orange,
it's
don't it?
between, you know, like, yeah, you got to have patience with an orange.
I've got no patience, mate.
No, an apple, good apple, like a pink lady.
They're nice.
They are good, aren't they?
Mrs. Brown's neighbour, the Chinese man, he grows them in his garden.
Does he?
Well, yeah.
See, no, I used to live in a house when we used to grow an apple. Had an apple tree in the garden, man. We used to get like about 2 bin linefuls of apples. Man.
To be fair, when he went to China, that's what we did.
Did you just swamp them all? Yeah, why not, man?
Well, we're saving them.
Yeah, well, but they're going to rot
what I mean?
on the floor.
Of course they will. They're going to have rats and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
you're doing the whole street a favour, really, boy.
And the environment.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Save an apple.
That's
save
what
a
the
life.
biscuit boys do.
Yeah.
Save a life.
Save an apple, save a life.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right then, Mr. Drummond, I think we're just about done.
Cool.
And I'm going to go and interview some of your wonderful artists.
Happy days, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and,
Always happy days. How's your guitar anyhow, by the way? Because last time I seen you, you'd opened it up. It's a new one. You still got it?
I love it. I've got it with me tonight.
Yeah, wicked.
Yeah, I love it. I take it everywhere with me. It's very warm, nylon-y, and it's got some juice, man.
Yeah.
It's got some juice. It's got phantasms, man, living in its corners, you know. Which I've got to open a few doors, man, and let them out.
Yeah. So that's one of on my bucket list. Lots of people have lots of things on a bucket list.
Yeah.
My bucket list was playing for the Blues.
Right.
That's gone now, isn't it? And playing a guitar.
Okay.
Yeah. I got bought a guitar 3 years ago.
Right. Have you had it out?
A couple of times.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to play it. But I will do one of these days.
Again?
Before I'm 60.
You've got all the tools nowadays at your fingertips.
I know.
You know, YouTube can teach you to play guitar.
I know.
You know, and then you'll be able to download meditation in a couple of years, won't you? You know what I mean? Face the on-growing grey age with a bit of a meditative download. Just get the app on your phone, you'll be fine.
All I do is I just get my iPad, you know, that silver thingy that's got more or less everything that Paul Weller's got. I'll just put that on and I'd love to jam on that.
Yeah, there you go.
Seriously.
Well, man.
Yep.
For God.
The king.
There we
the
are.
mod father.
The mod father.
Be great getting him here at the Jamhouse.
Always a pleasure, my mate.
Cheers, Ben. Thanks, mate.
SRBRadio.com.
Coming to my office, young lady. This is it was, we done the first little bit with Ben up in the boardroom.
Okay.
And the sound is like muffled. This is a slightly bigger.
Yeah.
Do you like me purple settee?
I do.
We're doing it here because I love this purple settee and I love this kind of office here. And then we've got the big space there. But the space that you played on today that you absolutely smashed was the main stage at the Jamhouse. How good did that feel? And tell the whole world your name, your SoundCloud, your Facebook, your Twitter account, so people can link up with you first.
Okay, my name's Ruth Owens. I'm at ruthowensmusic.com
Okay.
and facebook.com/ruthowensmusic, so all of the social media, it's
Yep.
/ruthowensmusic.
Mm-hmm.
That my voice sounded good.
Your
I enjoyed
voice
it.
did sound good. It sounded very folky. It sounded very kind of like you've got a set of lungs, right? And my ears always pick up when I hear the name Magic Garden Studios and Mr. Monaghan.
Yes.
So tell me about that. How did you connect with Gavin?
I have a very nice neighbour called, what was it, Loz Guest.
Okay.
And he is the programmer for Planet Rock. So he knows Gavin, and we invited him along to a gig, my neighbour. And then he got me in contact with Gavin through that, and Gavin listened to some of my rough recordings and said he wanted to do some recording with me.
Now you've got an EP out. You
Yeah.
did allude to saying that it was on iTunes.
It's tomorrow will be put on iTunes.
Well, it's like probably by the time we start broadcasting, it's out.
It's out.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it sold millions.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. It's a 4-track. It's my first proper recording anywhere. So it'll be a 4-track. It's got 2 of the tracks I played tonight on, one of them being tonight, actually. And then 2 other one of them more kind of Mumfordy sounding, very folky, with a lot of mandolin. And the other one I think I wrote when I was about 15, because I'm only 18 now.
I was going to say, you're not much older than now, to be fair.
But it's been a long going. It was my first like proper, like, I can actually write songs. This is a surprise kind of thing that came out. So it was good.
When did you decide that you wanted to start writing songs?
I think the first song I probably wrote that had a full-on lyrical and it made sense was probably when I was about 7. My dad started teaching me drum kit. Okay. I have not continued the drum kit. I wasn't very good at it. But no, that was when I properly started. And then I think when I started to teach myself a guitar, which was probably about when I was about 11, that's when I just started messing around, because my parents are both musicians, so I've had it all surrounding me all the time. And then I just started coming out with little bits, and I've just been honing it all in.
Because I'm guessing at the age of 7, that's very, very young to be starting playing instruments and writing.
Well, I've been playing the violin since I was 4.
Really?
Yeah.
So your mother and father, who played the violin, obviously one of them played that instrument for you to pick it up. No, they didn't.
My mum is a classically trained singer, and my dad is he's a classically trained pianist, but then he went in to do pit bands and he became an MD for musicals. He was playing, and he's playing on the EP as well.
Oh, okay.
But they're very, especially my dad, he's very much who got me into a lot of types of music, like, because he's a proper Scouser. So I was listening to a lot of Beatles when I was growing up, and then he got me into like Rufus Wainwright and Hall & Oates, and that's kind of where all of my influences come from. But it was sort of when I was little, they were just like pick an instrument, and so I picked the violin, and it started from there. And then I picked up the sax when I was 11, I think, and it just carried on.
So your first introduction to music was the Beatles.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
Properly. I remember my dad used to play games with me, so like on Penny Lane, he'd play Penny Lane to me, and I'd like have to pick out what instruments were playing at different times and stuff. Okay. And we used to play like whistling games. I know that sounds ridiculous.
No, it
but I think
doesn't.
that's where my ears come from, because we do like call and response, and we start harmonising with each other when I was really little. Yeah.
So whereas, like, you know, a lot of young kids are playing, you know, colouring and jigsaws.
Yeah. I was
guess the instrument. Name that tune.
I think it was because of that there was never a point where my parents made me practice. I was always doing it out of my own accord, because having everyone, and my sister's also an amazing singer, but she's trained in musical theatre. Having all of that around me, I've just always wanted to do it. There was a point I thought I was going to be a forensic scientist, but then I realised I wasn't very good at science. So
you've got to be good at science to be a scientist. So the Jam House, was this your first visit here, or have you been here before?
I've always, because my mum works at the music college just down the road. Okay. So I've always walked past here, and it's always been a thing where I knew I wanted to play here.
Yes.
I didn't really know how to get there. Yeah. Kind of thing. And then Gavin ended up playing some of my stuff to Ben, and then Ben got in contact with me. That was very nice.
Now, for Gavin Monaghan to actually want to produce your music speaks volumes, because I don't know Gav, never met him. I've seen his work. We've got mutual friends, and everybody says the bloke is a legend.
He is great.
And he doesn't work with anybody.
No.
He's quite picky.
Yeah, no, it was the experience of working with him and also working with Joe, who was doing all the mixing.
Mm-hmm.
Just the two of them they're crazy, but they're great. Like all of the ideas, it was so easy to bounce back and forth the ideas off them.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I got one of my tracks got picked on the Freshnet Fresh Faves a couple of weeks ago, and someone who was reviewing it picked up on the fact that one of the guitars sounds like a whale. And actually, it was because Gavin went, "We're going to put a whaley guitar sound right there," and it was quite cool that someone actually picked up on how much it sounded like a whale song, because Gavin was like...
So it's a bit full circle from you and your dad playing Penny Lane and picking out the instruments. They picked out the whale guitar.
Yeah.
It
was, yeah.
But that's what great engineers, great producers give the artist, don't they? They give that record, that recording, that depth and those ears, because they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You can't beat working with the best.
It's bizarre. I don't think what I was expecting with going into their studio, but I don't think you really expect what you're going into, because you go in and they've got a parachute hanging from the ceiling of the main live room, and it's so, I don't want to say it, basic isn't the word. It's just it's not like they're trying to be flash. They're not. It's just they're really into the music, and it's just really cool.
Do you know the best people are not flash, because the best people don't have to be flash.
No.
They're just into what they're into. And when I see things that are really kind of like, don't judge that book by its cover. When I see a really, really beautiful cover, it's like a girl. Loads of makeup on, loads of slap, loads of this, loads of... I think there ain't a lot beneath that, to be fair. Yeah. But I find that the best people are the ones that don't do that don't show off, they're just normal. And they're gifted and they're talented. So where's next for you? What you got coming up?
Well, at the minute I'm just looking for as many gigs as I can, because I'm about to go to uni.
Oh, what one?
Royal Northern College of Music, hopefully. Okay. I've been accepted there, so I'm about to go off, and then I'll see what I can do in Manchester.
And where are you from?
Here.
Oh, you're in Brummie?
Yeah, local.
Okay. What part of Birmingham?
Kingsheath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Quite a musical area, isn't it, Kingsheath?
Yeah, like you've got the Hare and Hounds, obviously, in the centre.
Legendary place,
Sun at the Station, which I played at quite a lot.
Yeah. How about Moseley? You've been up the Moseley Road?
Yeah, I do. I've done a lot of like open mics and stuff there.
Okay.
Like at the Dark Horse.
Yeah, that's good.
And yeah, I've just been... I don't know, it's just a bit tricky at the minute knowing where to really head, just because of school and everything as well, and it's...
Mm-hmm.
Me and Dad have suddenly gone into mode, since we've got these recordings done, of we need to promote this.
Yes, you do.
But we've been getting advice off Gavin and advice off Loz, so that's really good, but it's come now, so we're trying to use it now.
Yeah.
But we've just been a little bit wondering.
If you can email a track to tracks@sports-radio.co.uk, we'll play your music.
Cool.
Because that's what we do. And we need one of your tracks on the back of this interview as well.
Yeah.
Just gives that a little bit more depth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right then, young lady, can I thank you very much for your time?
Thank you for having me.
And I'm going to go and have a listen to the other wonderful artists that this magnificent human being, Ben Drummond, puts on the last Tuesday in every month. The Jam House is legendary, and it's in a wonderful part of Birmingham, St Paul's Square. I've actually cleaned that church, you know. It took me bleeding ages. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The pictures on the walls hang a little strange. reminder of our dreams, to let us know however far we go, things aren't always as they seem. Cause you can go so far, still fall far behind. It's not about how fast you go, it's how fast you change your mind. One thing you should know is that there is no end, just the place you start and then the next thing round the bend. And if you change your mind and you change your heart, well darling, I'm inclined to say it's not your start, cause you gotta start strong if you mean to go on. And you gotta stay strong if you mean to go on. And you gotta start strong if you mean to go on. Oh, you got to stay strong. Living in the past and never letting go will never make you better, it will only make you slow. So look to the path that's laid out ahead, and the things it leads to, the things waiting there instead. And if you change your mind and you change your heart, oh darling, I'm inclined to say it's not your start, cause you gotta start strong if you mean to go on. And you gotta stay strong if you mean to go on. And you gotta start strong if you mean to go on. Oh, you got to stay strong. You gotta start strong if you mean to go on. And you gotta stay strong if you mean to go on. And you gotta start strong if you mean to go on. Oh, you got to stay strong. And you gotta start strong if you mean to go on. And you gotta stay strong if you mean to go on. And you gotta start strong if you mean to go on. Oh, you got to stay strong. Stay strong.
Sit down, young lady. Welcome to my office.
Hello.
Do you like me three-piece
Hello.
suit? Nice, isn't it? Lovely purple.
Lovely purple.
It's great. And the desk as well.
And the desk.
With the white chairs and then
Great
the
office.
boardroom up there. It's
Amazing.
home from home, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty
So, young Amy G.
Yes.
Now, it's Amy with a Y,
And with the Y, keeping it simple.
because I've done my own work.
Have you?
And with the wonderful Derek Ritchie
Yes,
on
definitely.
guitar.
Yeah.
You smashed this place. I was doing my first interview and I heard you start.
Right.
And you sounded great from this settee. You
Oh,
sounded
yeah,
even better.
right.
Well, like, literally, when I was doing with Ben,
Yeah.
you were practicing on the settee.
On the setting.
When I was interviewing the first artist,
This right.
you know, I was listening to you downstairs as well.
Yeah.
And then when I went downstairs, you sounded even better. And you knew that you was good. Because you do, don't you?
Well, they always say
You're confident.
You have to be confident
you
to
are.
a certain degree, but without any cockiness and arrogantness. It's just knowing what, I suppose, believing in yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah. You like to move a little bit while you're up on stage, don't you, Amy?
I do, yeah. I like to entertain.
Yeah.
I like to get people involved. I don't like to just be a singer. And I like to be the voice, the people come in the voice.
Yeah.
But like as I've got older, I've kind of found myself a bit more with the groove of the music.
Yeah.
You know, as you do.
Now, I first heard about you when I linked up with John Paul
Right, yes.
and Derek,
Oh,
and I was
John.
like, Amy, God, it's Amy.
Got to listen to
Amy-G,
Amy.
man, Amy-G. And you were on the Sonny and Shay
Yes,
show.
yeah.
So I did listen to you then. So you've been in Radio WM. You on SRB Radio as well with me, Gabby Cabby. You know. So you're getting yourself about a bit, aren't you, kid?
I am, yeah, I'm trying. I'll gig all around the Midlands every weekend to try and get my name out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it is working, and a lot of people say, like, if I'm in a club, like, oh, you shouldn't be here, you should be. At the end of the day, it's your apprentice.
Where? Okay. People are saying to Amy-G,
You shouldn't
be
here.
here. Where should you be?
Them expecting me to be more on some sort of concert venue or a festival, because I think my presence and stuff, I should be working some sort of thousands of people. But I appreciate the comments, but I just look at it as obviously the time's not right yet, and I've still got my apprentice to do in the clubs and pubs.
Correct.
So
Because, you know, when you do it the hard way,
Yeah.
when you go and play these gigs and play these venues
Yeah.
where there's not many people probably there, or even fewer even listening
Just
to
my mum
you.
and dad.
Exactly. You know, you learn your trade.
Yeah,
That's
you
where
do.
you craft, you hone that craft.
Yeah,
You know, and
definitely.
there's so many kids these days that think the only way to success is get on the bloody X Factor,
Oh, no.
or get onto Geordie Shore, or get onto all these shite programmes.
yeah,
that
it's a shame, really.
it is a shame.
Because it is true. It's like when you walk into a room and you kind of get judged straight away, like in, a social club, for example. And it's nice for at the end of the night when you've got them all up and going, and it's like
Yeah.
you've grafted with them and you've got them in the end, so you've done your job, what you needed to do.
Yep.
So when you go into a venue more like the Jamhouse where they appreciate music, it's a lot easier because you've had a lot harder crowds. But
Yep.
yeah, I did do the X Factor this year just because they asked me to.
How did that go?
It's all a farce. It was-
In what way?
it was all kind of they knew exactly who they wanted straight away.
Get away.
It was kind of, they all went on first. I got there at 9 o'clock in the morning at Wembley, and I didn't sing till 11:45 at night. And Nick Grimshaw, he went home because he had a breakfast show the next morning.
Yeah.
So by the time I sang, I was all a bit tired. I got through to boot camp, but it wasn't.
Come on, Derek, join us.
was-
Come on, get on this settee, mate.
Come on, interview time, Big D. I call him Big D. I think it's Amy G and Big D.
It
I
rhymes,
think
doesn't
he
it?
just kind of goes a bit more than Derek.
Yeah.
Big D.
Big
Big
D.
D.
What does that imply?
Big D.
I don't know, but he's a champion skier as well,
I
and
know,
skater
yes.
and what have you.
Skating,
Speed skater. Yeah, he does about 30 mile an hour on them He goes faster on his skates than I do my car. Yeah. But no, you're right, and what a time to put you on then. You've been there all day,
Yeah.
so you must have been absolutely, yeah.
You never look your best either. You're applying hairspray on top of hairspray.
I know how you feel.
Oh, yeah, you and your lovely, luscious locks.
No, you look smart no matter what. It doesn't matter.
How did you think it
She
went,
look-
Derek?
I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. The atmosphere was brilliant. But like, as I said, it's like a little fizz bomb. She just
Yeah, she
comes
is.
on
Yeah.
and wow,
Saying that.
straight away.
Yeah.
And that's it. And it just lights up the place. And I thought it was brilliant. Really brilliant.
Now, Alexander O'Neill.
No, so I'm not on that one. I wish I
So
was.
not on this one. We've got other plans for.
Oh,
Ames.
okay.
I'm
Yes.
hoping so.
Oh, well.
I'm hoping them in some sort of talks behind my back.
Yes.
Well, you never know. Everybody talks behind everyone's back, darling.
That is a good.
That's
all
cool.
good. It's
That's
all
show
good.
business.
all
How do
good.
people look up with you on Facebook and your social network sites?
They can like my Amy G page. I'm keeping it simple with just the Y, as you said.
Yeah.
Twitter, singer Amy G. You got Instagram. Amy Goodall with 3 kisses.
You must have loads of followers on Instagram.
They're what, 1,000.
Yeah, don't surprise me.
But I want some more likes on my Facebook page because that's where all the write-ups and everything happen with like singing. But I try and screenshot them and put them on Instagram.
Isn't it a shame though, because artists do that, and sadly labels etc.
Oh,
They do, don't they?
I've had the
How many
trouble with
likes you got? How many of that? Tick the boxes. Tick the box. I don't like box ticking.
no.
I hate it.
You have to basically have a massive following before you even consider signing you or even listening to you, don't they? So
Sadly, yeah.
yeah,
I love to listen to the ones that have got about 32 followers,
yeah.
about 6 likes.
And get-
likes.
get a nice
Because
surprise.
they're
You know what I mean?
raw, yeah.
And I tell you what, I have some of the artists that we hook up with haven't got many likes or followers on Twitter, but they are absolutely amazing. And then there's people that have got thousands and thousands and thousands of likes, and you know what? They're bloody awful.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, sometimes
You
you
know.
have to ask, how did they get those likes?
Well, you can
Probably
you
pay
can
for
buy
them.
things.
Yeah,
can't
you can
these
buy
days?
things.
I mean, every other day on my Twitter feed, there's someone.
You're
Would you
saying-
like to buy 5,000 likes? And
Yeah.
no,
That's
No,
right.
no, I
thanks.
don't want to. I
I'll
want my own.
graft and get my own life.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. At least you know they're genuine.
Exactly, and that's what you're doing. It's genuine. You're working the right way. You know, it's to me, it's the only way.
Yeah.
You know, because I think that when you have too much success, too quickly, too soon,
Yeah. You
I
don't
don't-
have the drive to carry on, do you?
No, I don't think you do.
You're a one-hit wonder, I suppose.
and you played some covers tonight, but you also played some of your original music.
Yeah.
So talk me through some of those tracks.
The original ones.
Yeah, do you know, I like covers, Amy,
But I talk about
but
them.
it's original stuff
Yes.
that really gets me going.
Well, a first one that we mainly did together was Sometimes.
Yes.
And we've got must say myself, amazing video. Did that at the Blue Lagoon in Wales. So
Okay.
we did a lot of effort into that music video. And a lot of people like the track, don't they? So, and then we've recently got another one called Let Go, which is more about a relationship. And we've now currently remixed that into a proper full track.
right, yeah.
Originally it was just an acoustic, but now we've added so it's more like a theme song.
Yes,
in the
that will be out. We're looking at March.
Okay.
That will be on the EP as well. You see. And
Now, are you still connected with the label with Amy?
See, I'm not
West Park.
currently.
not currently.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
we are in talks.
I can see this is rather delicate. Some of these questions that I'm
No,
asking
no, no,
you.
no, no. We'll answer honestly. As you know, contracts expire.
Yeah.
And so what happens then? You know, artists they might look elsewhere and say,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
what's
yeah,
going on? Whatever.
of course.
But with West Park, what we did, we still continue to work.
Yep.
Even though Amy's not signed to us, we still continue to do the work. And
Yeah,
now
yeah.
it's
Got a
bore fruit
product,
now. We've got a
yeah.
product ready
Mm-hmm.
and whatever. So we played it around and amazing feedback.
Yep.
So now we want to shoot a video to Let Go.
Yep.
And then everything's ready.
Yeah.
And that should be ready by March.
Where are you going to shoot the video? Wolverhampton this time?
It's up to me. We need to do some storyboarding,
It's
don't we?
storyboarding, as you know, you have to do it. We're not going to... With the Sometimes video, we had a bit of a storyboard and we took it and we ran with it and went to Wales. This time,
It's gonna be
we're going to
second
try
by
and...
second.
Yeah, we want to try and
Yeah.
nail it down properly and take it to another level if we can.
I think I'm really interested in doing some sort of school tour because I think it's all right having the product and things, but it's what you do with it and how you do you get people to see it and things like that. So I think maybe with my presence with kids and things, I might be able to go into assemblies. And I think that kids these days have Instagram, it's all the hot. And I think this is how we're going to get more
Yeah,
followers.
That's right.
Maybe the younger generation.
It's about getting, as you alluded to, the product
That's
known and seen.
Known and
and that
seen.
is the hardest thing in this industry
Yeah.
these
Well,
days.
as we know,
isn't
we
it?
had a discussion about this
Loads
already.
of times,
so-
Derek.
Yes. So I won't
Yeah.
rant.
Well, you
But-
can do, because I do most days, especially on Twitter.
Do you actually just
Oh,
follow
I'm
you
getting
on
some
Twitter?
right rows, yeah.
Do you?
Oh, God,
how
yeah.
entertaining.
Oh, God, it is at times, yeah. Gabby, pipe down, wind your neck in. No, I ain't
But,
having
yeah.
it.
So a bit more support from the powers that be.
Yeah, well,
and-
you've got to
and
forget that.
support
Yeah.
your local artists.
Yeah.
Is what I think is what's needed, and that's it. You know, people haven't got to go to London or there's so much talent here.
I think the
which could
Midland
be
music
nurtured.
scene
Yeah.
is absolutely so fresh, so healthy, and it is very, very strong. I think we've got some wonderful artists and some wonderful talent. I just wish that radio stations, the FM radio stations,
Yeah.
which we have got
Yes.
many, would play some of the tracks.
I remember,
but they
one
don't.
of them saying you has to go run through London, or he has to do something basically where he doesn't support the Midlands. He has to be like, I don't know, it's like with Radio 1 and everything, it's always, it's never anyone in the Wolverhampton area though, is it?
Well, you never know.
It will be, because I'm going to make sure I'm on there.
Well, that's the bloody
That's
attitude.
the
kid.
yay.
That's the yam yam
That's the
attitude.
yam
isn't it?
attitude.
Yam gonna make him
I'm
play
going to
it.
get it all.
Right, guys, can I thank you very much for your
Thank you
time?
for
It's been a pleasure. Thank
And
you.
we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Yes.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
SRBRadio.com.
as I lay me down. Heaven, hear me now. I'm lost without a cause. After giving it my all, winter storms have come and darkened my sun. After all that I've been through, who on earth can I turn to? I look to you. I look to you. After all my strength is gone, with you I can be strong. I look to you, you. I look to you. And my melodies are gone. With you I hear a song. I look to you. I'm about to lose my breath. There's no more fighting left. Sinking to rise no more. Searching for that open door. And every road that I'm taking led to my regret. And I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Nothing to do but lift my head. I look to you. I look to you. After all my strength is gone, with you I hear a song. I look to you. All my leaves have fallen, my walls have come tumbling down on me. Oh, the rain is falling, defeat is calling. I need you to set me free. Take me far away from the battle. I need you to shine on me. I look to you. I look to you. After all my strength is gone, with you I can be strong. I look to you. I look to you. And my melodies are gone. With you I hear a song. I look to you.
Right, we'll do this one standing up.
Okay.
I've gone from the boardroom to my purple sofa to the... I like the sound in this room because it's bigger. Although you've got the fans and stuff, this is really powerful. It picks it all up.
Okay.
But the bigger the space, I think the better it sounds. And you sounded wonderful on that space in the Jamhouse.
Oh, thank you so much,
Yeah,
Ryan.
super.
Thank you.
Now, I'm loving your hair, loving the image. There's like kind of like there is a 60s vibe there, isn't there?
Yes.
I'm certainly picking that up. I did say to Spence, so I was sitting next to Spence, and I said, if I could put a year on this young lady, it'd be 1967 and Flower Power and stuff like that.
That is my favourite of all the years of the 60s, actually.
Is it really?
It really is.
Do you know, I just feel telepathic at times, you know. Your name, young lady, it was Fallout Girl, is it?
Fall Girl.
Fall Girl.
Yes.
How come?
Well, born out of total necessity, really. My actual name is Michelle Sharotta. So you try saying that to a room of people, and how do you spell that? It's pretty much ungoogleable.
You're probably right.
So we kind of had, you know, me and some friends kind of put our heads together. Well, what is my persona? I'm just the one you can blame when it all goes wrong, when it all comes crashing down. The one that, a bit like the Fall Guy.
Yes.
The Fall Girl.
The Fall Girl. So once you remember, well, once you've heard the name, you won't forget it, will you?
I hope
the
so.
Fall Girl. Where are you from?
I'm from Coventry originally.
Okay. The home of Two-Tone?
Yes.
You wouldn't remember that, you're too young.
No, it was kind of the time I was born, really.
What, late 70s, early 80s?
Mid 80s.
Oh,
it
it'd
was
gone
still
by
kind
then.
of big. By
Yeah,
then,
it kind of
wasn't
was
it?
Fun Boy 3 and stuff by that time. You know, we lived through it at school, seeing the specials. Coventry's a great area.
Oh, it really is, and there's still a lot of those kind of musicians around on the
Yeah, there
scene
is.
and supporting up and coming people, and it's a really wonderful place for that. And I'm very proud to kind of come from there. And
What part of Coventry are you from?
Originally, I kind of grew up in Camden.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that neck of the woods, really.
Camden's just off the A45, just to the right of it,
That's
isn't it?
Very conveniently placed it is.
It is actually, isn't it? Yeah. So what brings you to Birmingham? How did you connect with Ben Drummond and the Jam House? Tell me the story.
Well, I played here for the first time only a couple of months ago,
Okay.
and got in touch through a mutual musician friend that put me in touch with Ben, and just I love these nights. I really do hope to be back again and again, because I just think it's a lovely vibe, it's a lovely atmosphere, and it's very, you know, gigs very much depend on your audience as much as anything. It's, you know, it's a lovely venue here.
It's world famous, isn't it?
Absolutely, and it's the audience and the atmosphere that make it that way, I think. Yeah, really.
So you played a couple of covers, which is great because you have to do that. Again, talking to Spence, he says you have to do that, Gabby. You have to do that. And I do love covers band. I think there's some great covers bands. You know, there's a lot of radio airplay that are given to old songs, and as much as I love the old songs, and I love to listen to original music. I'd rather listen to a poor original song on radio than a brilliant old one, personally, because I want to discover new music and new talent, and what better way to do that is by turning your radio on and listening to it. However, it doesn't work like that in the real world, does it?
Unfortunately not.
No.
I mean, I think that, you know, anyone that's kind of at my level of just starting out really with this will know how difficult it is to get
Bloody
radio
hard.
play and get your stuff out there, because it is a very small group of people that do get the most of the big airplay, really.
About 30 artists, well, 30 people, I wouldn't call them artists.
Yeah.
You wouldn't, would you, really? Well, no, they're not. I mean, they have it written for them. They have everything done for them. They have millions of pounds spent on them in marketing and makeup and all the rest. And that's just the boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, you know, the kind of variety rate in this country is 4%. How do young kids... They don't stand a chance of getting any airplay.
Well, I think it's hard. I kind of scanned a headline today on the internet that said about this is the first time in history that people are shunning the new music, as in the established big label names, to buy other stuff, because it's such a digital world now. And I think that, you know, all jokes aside, there is a lot of good that comes from that. Things like Spotify, that you can find new artists and you can get like local backing, and like my local BBC station has been so supportive on their introducing show, and they you know, they really do get behind people and give you that
Is
support.
that Coventry and Warwickshire?
It is, yes. Yeah, good old Brody.
I'll work that out well, don't I? Who does it? Let's have a shout out for the one that does that on there.
That's the lovely Brody Swain that does that show.
Oh, okay. And that's, I'm guessing, 8 till 10, because it's the same on the whole BBC network, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
And how many times have you been on there?
He's actually been incredible and
Good.
supported all of the singles that I've put out
Good.
and played them incredibly quickly, given me a lot of support. Like I say, you couldn't ask for.
Do you think it's easier? And I'm not saying Coventry's a small place, because it isn't. Coventry's a lovely place. But when you've got like London and Birmingham and Manchester, that's really, really big, and there's lots of artists, it's more difficult for them to get that airplay because of the numbers game, really.
I could believe that, I really
You know what I mean?
could. And it is one of the, I think it is a perk of being, like you say, from a small city like Coventry.
Yes.
That you do, I think it's everybody knows everybody, which is lovely. And I can't imagine knowing the equivalent amount of people in London, for example, and to be able to do that. So I do feel quite lucky to be in the Midlands in that.
Because I think what they should do as well on local radio, and I've had this debate with, bosses, local radio, I think what they should do is artists that get played on the introducing programmes throughout the network, and I know the Mark Forrest show, he does do that, but I think that during the daytime they should put certain tracks from unsigned artists out on the airways so people can listen to them and they can do a bit of mixing and matching. Because on BBC Local Radio it's speech based, it wouldn't hurt them, it's not a music based station.
It's a really good point. I couldn't agree more with what you just said.
I wish you was the top person at the BBC.
So do I.
Because the last email I had is, I'm sorry Gabby, I can't help you. Why? There's a kind of, they're doing a takeover week in March, and I've on Facebook and Twitter, I'll take over your station, because that's what they're asking the listeners to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but if I take over the station, I will take over your station. I want to control your playlist as well, because I want to open it up to thousands and thousands and thousands of artists that I'm listening to that make these eardrums dance.
Absolutely.
And it needs that to happen.
I think it's like you say, the mix is just that's all that would be needed, just to throw it in. It's that small minority really that are getting all the major station interests. So
major labels pull all the purse strings, and that's the way it is. I mean, it's sad really, because I'd like to take out, genuinely take out any of these gaffers at the BBC that control the music, and I'd take them to a carvery and I'd just put on the plate a load of potatoes. So there's your food, and so you'd having a laugh, ain't you? But that's what you dish up to me through your station every day.
A very good analogy, that.
You know what I mean?
It really is.
And that's as I see it. I want everything on there. I want the whole lot. I want a proper meal.
Absolutely, and it gives you the chance to choose then what you do and what you don't like.
Correct.
And at least be influenced.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing, we are all influenced by different things that we hear, and it is kind of narrowing your horizons.
My horizons listening to commercial radio and mainstream radio is very, very narrow. However, I don't listen to that. I listen to SoundCloud, I listen to artists, I go on Facebook and Twitter and find so many. I'm just like, wow.
We're lucky to have the internet.
Wow. God, we are. How do people connect with you on the internet, on your Facebook and your Twitter accounts?
It's brilliant. It really, I don't know how I would do this in the old school way now without it, because it's like a limb, If you leave the house without your phone, you feel like you're cut off, don't you?
Have
you got your...
It's in there.
Panic over.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so true. You never know what message you're going to get, or what work you've done in the last few months is going to have been, shown to the right person, or someone's. It's all that connecting with people. I think it's very much a people-based thing. I don't see it as a faceless thing, because it's all interactive.
Yep.
All of the major ways that I kind of promote myself online, it is about connecting with people.
Yeah, it is.
Meeting people at gigs, getting them on there.
Interacting with them, and there's so many that don't. I've just had an interaction with Sister Sledge tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's great, because even at the top level, they still interact with the fans.
And that's what it's about.
Yeah, it is. It seriously is.
Because I just don't believe that you can work
Mm-hmm.
in an industry like that without the people behind you. So therefore,
I agree.
you need to be giving something back and having that relationship
Mm-hmm.
with any followers and fans that you may get on the way. You know.
Totally agree. So if you and I were running the BBC or commercial radio, it would be so easy,
Run the
wouldn't it?
world us, couldn't we?
I could, well, like it, play it. Like it, play it, like it. Don't like that, but I still play it. You know, because they're working hard. So, Fall Girl, the Fall Girl, is it on
Just
Twitter?
Fall Girl Music on Twitter
Yep.
and Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
Website is fallgirl.net. But yeah, all the interactive ways that I try and kind of keep
Yep.
in touch with you and let
And
you know
what
what
have
I'm
you
doing.
got out at the moment on iTunes and
wow.
stuff like that?
I started this project doing 12 singles over 12 months.
Blimey.
So it started out in August. I think, I'll touch wood, now that we're at January, we're the halfway point and I've not had a breakdown yet. So it's very much of the moment. It's basically supposed to be a musical diary.
Okay.
So I'm writing everything as I go, reflecting
Oh, that's good.
what's happened. I mean, it's not a totally original idea. I know others have done it
Yeah,
before,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's a nice way
Yeah.
for me to be working on this first project, really. Kind of figuring a lot of stuff out as I go along.
Yeah.
So it's quite nice. The next one for January is called Way Back, and that's out on Sunday, the 31st this
Okay.
coming week. It's all digital downloads.
Yep.
So whatever your preference is to download, I'm sure it will be under that umbrella on there with that.
I am useless at downloading. I have to get Mrs. Brown to do all my downloading. People send me, they go, yeah, Gabby, I have that for a download, right? And I press the button, I don't know where it goes. I tell you what, if I was got the nuclear bomb, right, and I press it, I don't know what I'd blow up. Honestly, shit. Wrong country, sorry. Yeah, I'm hopeless, terrible.
What, are you Apple or non-Apple user?
I Android.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that gives you a lot of choices then, doesn't it?
Well, with me, it doesn't, to be fair. What I like is the hard copy, and then I can look at it, and I like to read it as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that is another dilemma of the modern world, though, isn't it?
It is when you get older, you need glasses. Promise you, honestly. My mince pies ain't what they used to be. Mind you, nothing is. Yeah. Just enjoy yourself while you're young.
You've got to.
Yeah. Right, can I thank you very much, young lady, for your time. Never even got to ask you what your name is. Because well, I did actually, because you told me. But tell me again.
My name's Michelle Sharotta.
That's it, Sharotta. Yeah. Yes. Well, that's Sharotta. That's your lotta, Michelle Sharotta. You like that, yeah?
I do.
You stick that in your next
Can I
track.
keep that one?
Cheers, Michelle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Every little noise I'm at my window, hoping you're not coming back for more. Now I sleep with one eye open and one eye on the door. I see the light from the shadow. I had no business being yours. Couldn't help you to be human when it wasn't me anymore. Wrapped yourself round my ankles like vines, so I couldn't move. Do I bring out the crazy every time? Maybe I do. It was all for you. 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 You've got a nerve in saying we could be happy like before. I don't owe you anything. I couldn't have given anymore. Twist the pieces inside of my head. comes to your tune. Do I honestly think I'll reclaim what is left? Maybe I do. It was all for you. 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 What have I done to myself? Stricken like a fool. Look what I've done to myself. It was all for you. Cry till morning and pray for the light. Darkness comes too soon. Do I bring out the crazy every time? Maybe I do.
Right, this is where I'm taking you. Hey, lovely space, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
The open space at the Jam House. I'm joined now by Hannah Brown. How are you?
I'm really well, yeah.
Superb on there, young lady.
Thank you.
Got to ask you about Joe Wiley, BBC Radio 2.
Yes.
The Hare and Hounds.
I'm still...
Introducing.
Yes.
Blimey, you've done really well this year. Well, yeah.
It seems so. Well, it was really in the last month of last year that it all started to pick up, but I'm still excited over it now. It was such a brilliant evening. Yeah.
Talk me through that evening. Did you get to meet Joe? Because I was going to come up, but I couldn't.
No,
you know?
yeah, it was one of those because it was you had to apply for tickets,
Correct.
so it was quite difficult.
I'm not very good at applying for tickets. Anything online, as you say, me downloading, I press buttons and I don't know where they go.
That's it.
I'm hopeless. I like to pick up a telephone and say, yeah, here's my credit card or here's the what's it. Can I pay for a ticket? Can I do? And then somebody talks to me and then it's delivered. I don't like this virtual stuff. I just can't get round.
It was difficult. There were
You know?
people applying for tickets for other gigs, not realising, and so couldn't come, which was a shame. But
Yeah.
no, the evening was really good. There was me and two other acts. And I got to meet Jo Wiley. She came backstage a couple of times.
Okay.
She was really supportive.
Good.
And very intrigued about Birmingham. It seemed like it'd been a while since she'd been down, but she came especially for the evening, which was fantastic.
So that's what happens with these London-based people, and sometimes now Manchester-based people. They don't realise what Birmingham actually is, and it's like, wow, this is Birmingham. This is our city, and it is a hotbed of talent.
Yes.
Please come and see us. Please listen to us. Please put us on the bleeding radio as well.
Well, exactly, and I think that was the whole aim of that week
Yeah.
of showcases, and bringing the BBC Music Awards to Birmingham was their efforts really and they're coming back next year, so again it's going to be Birmingham's going to be the highlight of the music, introducing especially.
So you alluded to, I love that word. I don't know what it means, but I love it. It's a great word. Makes me sound rather intelligent. Which is,
Maybe I should use it more then.
you know. The back of last year, what clicked into place for you at the back end of last year? Because I'm guessing you didn't just arrive, you've worked your backside off, like all musicians, singers, songwriters, work hard, give out your copies, get out your social media, etc., work, nothing happens. All of a sudden, something clicks November, December time last year. So talk me through that, what happened?
Yeah, well, I've been gigging for the last couple of years throughout Birmingham, and it wasn't really until I started working with a producer called Rob Derbyshire.
Okay.
He really just brought my songs into a whole different realm, bringing it to life in ways I could never have imagined.
Yeah.
So I worked with him on my single I Don't Want to Be You. I put it up on the BBC uploader. BBC Introducing West Midlands totally took hold of it and supported it and was so lovely about it. And it was just from then, it just sort of, that's how Jo Wiley got to hear the song. And it was just right timing, really, because if I had done it any later, I could have missed out on that evening. or any earlier, and it might have been too early. So it was just good timing, really, and obviously efforts and work. But chance is such a huge thing, it seems.
Now, Jack Garrett that won it,
Yes.
he's been doing it for years and years and years. He just hasn't appeared. You know, it does take a lot of hard work. And there's a lot of kids out there that go, do you know what, I can't be asked. I don't want to do it. Yeah. If I put it in and they haven't played it, then I'm leaving it. I'm not going to send them it again. You've almost got to drive them mad, ain't you?
Yeah.
You have
so.
keep sending, keep plugging, keep chipping away.
Yeah.
If it doesn't get played, just keep on keeping on. That's all you can do.
Exactly. Perseverance is something that I stand by completely. You have to have that, really, to get anywhere, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's that longevity that does get you somewhere in the end. It's just that patience and the perseverance.
It's a virtue. Patience is. I don't possess much patience. To be fair. I'm not a very patient person, but I do keep trying.
I'm sure you are.
I am a trier. So when did you start to think, do you know, I can actually write a song, I can write a tune? What was that process that you decided that you want to be a singer-songwriter?
Well, the funny story is I tried when I was about 16, and I gave up within a week. I thought, no, it's not for me. I'll just sing, you know, that's what I enjoy. But it wasn't till a year later I thought, no, I really need to knuckle down. I just wanted to. I love music. I'd love the opportunity to make my own mark.
Yep.
And it was just through practice, really, through performing. I never really had a moment where I thought, oh, I'm a good songwriter.
Yeah.
It was just developing that skill and getting feedback and just keep on at it. It's a skill, isn't it? And so still developing now. I'd say I'm not at my best at all, but you know, that's the journey, I think, of music.
I would say Paul McCartney is still developing.
Yes.
I bet he says that. I'm still developing, I'm still trying to write good songs.
And
I think that you never ever, like David Bowie, you know, God rest him and all the rest of it, Bowie was still writing new songs, he's still doing original stuff, you know, up till his untimely death.
Yes.
And that's what happens with musicians. You don't retire. I think somebody asked Paul Weller if he was going to retire, and he says, well, fucking hell, am I going to do? Grow carrots? You know? But it's just in your DNA, it's in your blood, you can't help it, it's what you are.
Yeah, I think so. I think if it's something that you can't really see yourself doing anything else, then it's something to stick at.
Yeah. How do people look up with you on your social media accounts? And I'm sure record labels have been falling over themselves to sign you, don't they?
No, I've not had much interest, but that's okay.
Okay.
I'm enjoying what I'm doing at the moment anyway. But you know, you can find me on Facebook. I've got a music page. It's Hannah Brown UK.
There's no E on Brown, is there?
There is not, no. And you can find me on Twitter, Hannah Lizzie, Lizzy, and Instagram and YouTube. Yeah, I've got a website.
Why Lizzie and not Brown? Because when I tried to link up with you on Twitter, I'm like, Hannah Brown, and where the bloody hell is it? And then I've come across, you know, Hannah Lizzie.
Yeah, I don't know why, really. I think Hannah Brown was taken.
It's terrible, isn't it? Fancy someone taking your name.
I know.
Bloody awful. You know who I am. I'm trying to promote my records. What are you doing? All you're doing is telling your friends what you've had for tea and...
That's what I messaged them, but, you know, they wouldn't change.
Don't care, do they? No. So what's next for you throughout this 2016 year?
I've got. I'm going to have a few more gigs lined up for the next couple of months, and watch out for one that's going to be happening in March. It's going to be. I'm going to be collaborating again with Joel and Ben, who I played the Hare and Hounds with, and there could be possibly some more musicians. So it'll be a lot bigger sound than what I usually play.
Okay,
so.
Brilliant. For now, Hannah Brown, thank you very much, and I can only wish you all the success in the world, young lady.
Thank you.
Cheers, thank you.
See, I don't mind if you go ahead and find someone to occupy your mind, and I don't mind if you go ahead be you. My heart is on the line, it's on the line. No, I don't ever want to be you. My heart is on the line, it's on the line. And I don't ever want to be you. Oh, I can see it too. The way it's affecting you. 'Cause I can see it
Right, joining me now, this young lady just sang the words, "The world is mine," and if she wins the voice, it's going to be, isn't it?
Yes, hi.
Megan-Reece, how are you?
Fantastic, to be honest. I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Well, you should feel pretty good.
Thank you.
Last time we hooked up, Ben was saying it was probably about July, the last time you played the Jam House.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I'd come across you, and I thought, like, wow, I mean, you look great, you sound great. You are great.
Thank you. So
And
are you.
Paloma Faith thinks you're great.
She does.
And I was right, weren't I? When you were putting all your stuff up, and I said, I'm guessing Megan is going to go through, and the one that's going to turn round is Paloma.
Yeah. Obviously, I always hoped for that because she, style-wise, you know, she's quite similar to me in some ways, and her influences and her musical style is quite similar too. She's a very bluesy woman, and she's a woman's woman too. You know, she's all about empowering women, and I think that's pretty cool.
So
I was chuffed that she turned. Yeah.
As a man, so do
Yeah,
I.
it's
I
good,
think,
isn't it?
Yeah, because what annoys me is we're empowering women.
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't be empowering them because you should be powerful now.
Yeah.
You know, in an age of equality, everybody
Yes, everyone should
be equal.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's sad that you have to have these
Yes.
people that do empower, because in my world, you're up there with everybody else, kid.
Oh yeah, thanks.
And Boy George turned around as well.
Oh, he's so lovely.
I know.
I love Boy George, and like the more I watch him on The Voice now, the more I love him. Yeah, he's fantastic.
Well, you're too young, really, to remember him as a recording artist,
I do
aren't you, really,
remember-
Culture Club?
I do remember the Culture Club, you know. Karma Chameleon was on at every party I ever
Well,
went to, I
that's
think,
very
as
true,
a youngster. But, you know, and, you know, he's got an amazing history, you know, in his career. He's had some amazing times. I did do a bit of research. But I didn't know, like, as a person, that he was so kind of spiritual and open and stuff like that. So I guess that's one nice thing that everyone's seeing of him at the moment. Because I don't watch a lot of TV. I think he was in...
I don't.
He was on... was he on Strictly or something like that
I don't
as well?
know. I won't watch
think
it.
I heard that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, personally, I hadn't got to get a sense of his personality. He's lovely. They're all lovely coaches.
He used to work at the Oasis Market as well.
Oh, did he?
Yes, we'll
Oh,
tell him
right.
that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, boy, yeah. So I think he used to live in Walsall,
Yes, I heard that, yeah.
which isn't a million miles away from you, because you're
No,
in
it's
Yammy,
not.
you're Wolverhampton, aren't you?
ain't I? Yeah, Wolverhampton.
And I gotta say, wonderful dress.
Oh, thanks.
Was a wonderful dress.
That's had a lot of attention. I'm considering auctioning it on eBay at the minute. No, I'm not. I do love that dress.
Yeah, I think most red-blooded males love that dress as well, young lady. Congratulations, by the way, on your wedding.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I know, he's amazing. I've got a good one.
Yeah, you have. Not here today. I'm guessing he's looking after
No,
the kids.
he's got the kids because
Yeah, I
we're
thought
back
so.
here again tomorrow, aren't we? So
I thought
yes.
that I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been a very, very busy week. And who picked the song? Because you was at Leanne LaHavas's concert.
Yes, I
at
love
Institute.
Leanne LaHavas.
Same
Although
here.
originally for The Voice, I was supposed to sing "Summertime Sadness" by Lana Del Rey, not in her style, but in a big swing, full band style. So I got comfortable with that, and then The Voice 4 days before the audition said, "Actually, we'd like you to try this one."
Really?
And you know, they knew that I was a big Leanne LaHavas fan, I think. But I wasn't that familiar with that song. It was on the new album, which I'd bought but not had chance to properly listen to. Blood, it's a great album. She's so fantastic live as well. I was just like in awe when I saw her.
Me too.
Yeah, she's incredible. But that song, it does suit me, you know, but I was kind of anxious thinking, oh, do we have to change the song now when I've practiced the other one for 2 weeks? But the voice said, trust us, it'll be great. And obviously they knew best. And I didn't know that Leanne La Havas was actually Paloma's backing singer at one point, and Paloma helped her along. So I think that might have been a little bit of why they did that, because Paloma knew the song instantly, and I knew when that line came in, no sweet nothing, I knew she'd be like,
oh, sing it again, that's like, next year's on me back in the next stick up.
Yeah, so...
Because you have got great vocals.
Thank you. Did you enjoy tonight?
I thought it was wonderful. I mean, Ben Drummond puts on these evenings all the time. I think it just gets better and better and better. And I've been introduced to so many wonderful artists and, you know, so many people that have got great voices and also got great songs.
Yeah.
Now, I've been listening to you because I think the first bit of media attention that you had, you know, with us.
Yeah.
When I say us, I mean us Midlanders.
Yeah.
Was me good mate Daz Hale.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, BBC WM.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you couldn't get in there in time because of the damn traffic.
It wasn't.
I know.
Well, the thing is, there was a really bad accident. I was like, oh my God, we're never going to get there. When we passed this poor guy who crashed his car, I thought our morning isn't that bad.
No, it's all right.
And they got us in on the phone. And then we did a full hour show with them on the Friday, which was
Sonny
excellent.
And Cher, wasn't
yeah,
it?
Sonny and Cher, yeah. Sonny and Cher, as they love to be called.
Do they really?
No, they hate it.
Do they? Oh, I'm going to say that, Sonny and Cher.
So they were lovely, and that was a brilliant show. And we performed one of my songs on there too, actually, on air.
Would you like to be able to do that on The Voice? Do you think they should have a round when
Absolutely.
you guys could do your original
I think there should
stuff?
be a round where every contestant chooses exactly what they want to sing, cover or original, because not everybody writes, but without being influenced at all. Because I think also you have to take responsibility as an artist for your song choices and for the way you put yourself out there. And I think these shows, they do try and help you by doing what they think is best, but ultimately I think you can reflect your true style better if you have the sole choice in that. And so I think a lot of us felt like, well, it wasn't what I would have chosen to sing, but we were guided, and you know, for me it worked out well anyway. So
how nerve-wracking was it when you was there and there's them 4 chairs looking the other way, and you must be just thinking, come on, turn.
Every time I think back to that moment when I walked on the stage, the nerves come back up. But, you know, I'm a very optimistic person anyway, and I don't believe in negative thinking because I think it just breeds more negativity. So running up to that day, you know, you had people saying, oh, are you worried that no one will turn? I was like, no, don't talk to me about that.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't let that enter my mind because it can eat you up and it can destroy a performance. To be honest, I focused on the crowd, treated it like any other gig. It was very strange surroundings and not at all ordinary for any singer. It's really strange, you know. It wasn't natural. It's very precision timing. You get told, right, you're on in 3, 2, and it's in the mic, and it's really odd. And then, of course, you've got those scary chairs there. And in the very, very back of my mind, there was, God, please don't let me make an idiot of myself. But
that would be with any performance, I'm guessing.
Yeah, to be honest.
Because that's in our human psyche,
and
isn't
I'm
it?
a perfectionist, and I am my own worst critic anyway. So when I know that there are millions of people that are going to watch it, I'm going to sort of worry. But I had faith in myself and my ability, and I've watched The Voice for years and thought, if I ever was on that stage, I'm sure I could make someone turn. I'm sure I could. And I think having self-belief goes a long way, because I don't think anyone else can believe in you if you don't believe in yourself.
I agree. Love yourself.
Yeah.
And you have to, don't you?
Yeah.
And I think that you're right to get on a stage and to sing, to do anything. To get out your bed in the morning and walk, you need confidence.
Yeah.
If you've got no confidence, you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
When are you next on? What's the format?
Well, up next in February it'll be the battle rounds. Okay. So obviously I can't talk about any results.
No,
it's been filmed, of course.
Oh, is it already done?
Oh yeah, it was filmed in November. So
I didn't realise that.
Yeah, because it doesn't go live till March. So at the moment all the contestants have got a bit of a break while it's all aired on TV, which is very exciting for us all. And there's some real talent to come up as well. In the next couple of weeks in the blinds, look out, because there's some serious talent. I wish I could say more, but...
No, I know you can't, and I'm not going to push you, because you cannot do that. I understand that and I respect that. I hope you're still there in March. That's all I'm saying. I'm hoping you're still there in March. How difficult, though, is it with a programme like that, and you know what's gone on, and you can't tell Anybody? Have you told your husband?
Oh yeah, of course. James knew from
Yeah.
the very beginning last year when it all started, and my children knew as well. Which that was tough because they're telling their dinner ladies and.
Well, this is insane.
But I mean, everybody. If anyone heard through anything like that, they all sort of used their brain and thought, well, this has got to obviously be a secret. And it was really just a need-to-know basis. My close friends and family, but it was really tough to keep it quiet when I knew it was. When I saw the adverts coming on TV, The Voice starts 9th of January, and I was thinking, I'm going to be on there. And it was really surreal as well because it had been such a long time since it was filmed, and I'd settled back into my life, and we had a long break, and then all of a sudden it's just like bam, you're on the TV now, everyone knows who you are, and it's just really, really strange.
It is quite life-changing. How have you got your head round that? Because before you went on The Voice, it's Megan-Reece.
Yeah.
And they'll go like, Megan's the mum that comes up the school, does the run and that.
Yeah.
Now it's, oh God, shit, that's Megan-Reece there. Yeah. That's Megan-Reece. And everybody's like, Megan, and everybody knows you.
Yeah.
That's strange, isn't it?
It is strange. In some ways it's sweet, and in some ways I forget. I'm in my mum mode, and I'm at the school run, and I've got 1,000 things in the back of my brain because it's obviously been so busy. But at that moment, I'm picking my kids up from school, and that's all I'm thinking about. And then I've got these little girls going, oh my God, there's Jamie's mum, look. Yeah. And then, little girls are going, you were really good. And I'm like, oh, I know. But I remember being a little girl and looking up to other singers, and, because I wanted to do that. And it's really sweet to think that people look at me that way. But then at the same time, it's odd because I'm just me, and, I'm just Megan from Wolverhampton, and you see me every day, and you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
It's quite strange. But it's been really positive. Everybody's been lovely and supportive, and the kids have enjoyed it as well. And I think for them, since they were born, Mummy has been a singer, and it's nothing really exciting. It's just, Mum sings, so what? And now they're kind of like, whoa, this is a pretty big deal. And it's nice. It's nice to have this opportunity. I'm just so grateful that I got there and that I got through that blind audition, and it's been really positive.
And the miles that you've done since, you've done loads, haven't you?
Yes.
I've been following you. I'm on this radio station, I'm on that, and I'm down here, and
it's been really quite stressful as well. Because I've got the boys, and I've got the house to run, and I've got my husband, and I've got my artwork, and it's really demanding, and I've been really tired. But if you don't strike while the iron's hot and get on top of everything that you've been given, I just feel like each thing will lead to another thing. In some ways that's like, oh gosh, how much can I take on? And it's an amazing opportunity, and I think of that 40,000 people applied to the show as well, so I think I've got to make the most of this just for the ones that wanted to get there and didn't. There's so much talent that applied, and I just feel like I think they put together your whole story too. It's not just about your voice. I think they liked the fact I was an artist and a mom, and they liked the package. But it's great for me all round. I just feel so lucky. I feel lucky. Sometimes I'm thinking I don't even feel like I deserve to be there, and it's just
no, you deserve to be there.
Thank you.
And there's thousands others that also deserve to be there. So everybody, is there on merit, and good luck to all of them.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I just wish that it was a little bit more original stuff.
Oh, me
That's
too,
the only
totally.
thing that I would. Same as the X Factor. I don't like the X Factor.
I
don't.
100%. I think if The Voice did incorporate that, you'd have so much more of an artist. They'd instantly get more fans because you're feeling that person's soul if they sing their own song. Anyone can sing a cover, but I don't know if you noticed on the stage when I sing my own songs, I really mean it. I put myself fully into it.
Of course you do.
And I try and sing everything like I mean it, but when you've written that, it's from a real place, and I think if I could have displayed that in the blind audition, it'd have been so much better. Because
you wrote that one song about a time of yours that wasn't particularly happy.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yes, I did.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly. Now, to actually not sing that with that type of soul.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that
because...
Exactly,
you can't half sing it,
no,
can
you can't, because I'm guessing when you penned that song, you was crying while you was penning it.
Yeah, and I always tend to write like that, to be honest. I write directly from my own experience, and I try and write it in a relatable way. But I think the songs are so much more powerful that way, that it's raw and people can feel you, and that way people connect with you and not just the song but with you.
Yep.
So I'm really happy at the moment that I've got a chance to showcase my original material, just for the few few more online followers that I've gained, that they can sort of see not just the girl that was on TV, but me as well, Megan Reece.
Have you gained many Twitter followers and
Well,
Facebook
I was
likes?
not a Twitter user before the voice went
No,
out,
you
so
wasn't.
I've had to really try
Yeah.
and I was useless, you know. And I was saying to everyone else, can you teach me how to do this? I don't know how to do it, but I've got the hang of it, kind of.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, it's mad. You have people following you, and I've had a lot of people from all different walks of life that like me for some sort of reason, and it's nice. It's, you know, it opens your eyes to the world a bit more when you live your little life and you go about your day-to-day things, and it's the same. And this sort of thing, it makes you see more of the world from even from your phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's really nice.
My wife says that, put that bloody phone down.
Oh, I know. It's a pain when you have to work on it, isn't it? I mean, I get all my art orders, all my gig contacts and everything on my phone, so I'm constantly, you know. But now it's like, I might as well just super glue it to my hand.
Same, yeah.
Yeah, but it's safe, you know, to switch off. And I think I need a little bit of a phone holiday when all of this buzz dies down.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's frazzling my brain. But
it is work.
It
and
is
that's
work.
what I say to my
Yeah.
missus, although,
That's it.
you know, because I'm with it with the RSRB and everything, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to, you know, promote artists, find artists,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
do all the rest of it. So you've got to work hard at it. You can't do this by half. It's hard. It's the hardest business I've ever known in my life.
I know.
And you've got to just keep banging away,
and
away.
some days you can feel a bit defeated, can't you? Like, oh,
do that
really? You
every
know,
day.
I've put in so much work.
I
Come
do it
on.
every day, Megan. Every day I feel like
felt
packing it
like
in.
Honestly, a few days, the last
Yeah.
few days, I've cried a couple of times.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a crier, I have to say, but you know, the demand and. You know, it does mean something to us. It's something we're passionate
Yeah.
about. And when you're putting your blood, sweat and tears into it, you just, you know, you do care. So it's hard. It's been hard on my husband too, to be fair. He's, you know, but he's so supportive.
And that's good.
Yeah.
My
he's
wife is exactly
amazing.
the same.
Yeah,
She's
we're
supportive.
lucky, aren't we?
Yeah. She hammers me for being on all the time, but I say, look,
Yeah,
babe,
yeah.
it is work.
Yeah.
And I know I don't get paid for it. I don't earn a penny from it.
Yeah.
It's that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to help artists.
Yeah.
And when I see people like you getting on, I think, good on you, kid. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Bloody brilliant.
Oh,
Let's
thanks.
have more of it.
Yeah.
So you're in March?
Yeah. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Exactly. Great
Thank
answer.
you.
Right, for now, Megan Reece. Oh, if anybody else wants to join the Megan Reece fan club, it's
yeah.
at Megan Reece.
Megan Reece Music.
Yep.
So at Megan Reece Music on Twitter, it's Megan Reece Music on Facebook and Instagram, all the same. So it's easy peasy.
How much influence now and input does Paloma have? Do you speak to her every day or what?
You know,
what's-
she's an amazing coach.
Yeah.
She keeps in touch by email and she makes sure you're okay, like emotionally. She really
Yeah.
nurtures you. She
Good.
really does care. She's the kind of person who she'll come into the room, she'll be told to stand on the spot, the crew are there with the cameras, and as soon as they're finished, she'll go, oh, thank God for that. You know,
Yeah.
I hate this environment. I'm so sorry about these oppressive red lights. She hates it. She's a real, you know, she's a real positive, lovely person.
Yeah.
She believes in like unicorns and glitter and all things
Oh,
pretty.
God.
Yeah, it sounds daft, but you know,
Unicorns are
she's a dreamer,
real,
and I
aren't they?
think, you know, fair play, because I think she knows what she wants. She's not afraid to go and get it, and I'm quite the same.
Unicorns are real.
They are. Yeah, I've got one in my house.
I didn't think sloths were though till the other
Oh,
day.
they're so cute. I saw
I
a
know.
baby one.
I know. And it was hugging the
Yeah,
girder,
they're
wasn't
so
it?
cute.
Oh, I tell ya. I thought I honestly I didn't until today because I didn't think they were real.
Yeah.
I thought there was like pretending things,
Yeah.
but no, good. Right, and massive claws.
Yeah. I
God,
know.
I'll do some damage. They
Like
can't.
badgers,
Oh yeah. Right then, Megan Reece. Thank you very much, young lady. Thank you.
Thanks.
Cheers.
He floats my boat in the roughest seas. We fit together like pies and peas. He is the moon. I dance around him in pieces like stars. In him I am lost, but I can't be found is because he draws me in like a moth to firelight. He's grumpy too drunk on his touch, but somehow I can't get enough of his love, enough of his love. Tickles my pickle, whatever that means. He makes my reality better than all of my dreams. He draws me in like the sea to the shore. Oh, if I could hold him only once more, I would tell him that I am drunk on his touch. Yeah, I'd say I just don't get enough of your love. Just don't get enough.
Joining me now,
Richard Jones. Well, Richie Jones, what I go by, innit?
do you like Rich or Richie or Richard or what?
It's Richie. I've decided to stick with it because it's
Okay.
quite generic, innit, Richard, so I've stuck with Richie.
To be honest, I didn't think that voice would come out of that mouth.
It was a bearded man, and I singing high, you know what I mean?
I'm sexy, I know it.
Used to be.
Yeah.
Let myself go a bit, but it's all right.
I tell you what, you ain't let yourself go in terms of your music. That was superb. That was a fiery set. That was quality.
Oh, thanks, man. Really
And the first
appreciate
time you played with a band.
that. First time I've played in a band. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've gigged since I was like 12 on the saxophone. And
Yeah.
last 2 years on the guitar. I've done like a lot of gigs, but never gigged with a band. And now I've done it, I don't want to gig on my own again. It's just so much better, isn't it? So
Yeah, but the only thing is, when you're just Richie and you're going and gigging, it's just you and your guitar. When you
Yeah.
got the band, you got everybody else to worry about as
yeah,
well.
I know. Just like with my sort of music, it just fits. You know what I mean? That folk scene. It's just
Yeah.
it just makes you be able to be a lot more diverse. But the only problem is the electric guitarist, who's bang on for what I want.
Yeah.
He's in a metal band, and I've already been told off by the drummer that if I steal him, I'm gonna have a telling off. So
Now you'll have him, won't you? You're a big lad.
I think he might come. Yeah, I think he might have it. Yeah.
Yeah. Your EP that's coming out, and you did say that there's a venue in Birmingham that you're going to release it, you launched that.
Yeah.
What is it and where is it?
Well, we haven't decided on the venue. We're going to do mid-March, sort of 16th to the 18th, hopefully. And me and my manager are just looking through a couple of venues. We're looking at the Hare and Hounds on Thursday, which
Yeah, it's good.
might be a good one because King's Heath way in it, so
Yeah, it is.
folk scene's brilliant
Yeah.
there. So yeah, we're looking somewhere like that, which would be ideal, really. But been stressing about it, really. But it's I'm really excited about it now. I'll get the guys down again, do a full set proper now with them. So
tell me about your EP.
well, it took a lot of hard work. So it's just 4 tracks, but like because it's my first ever EP, I wanted it to be pretty special. So I'm a producer myself, but
Okay.
I've worked with a producer called Matt, who's actually playing after me now.
Right.
And Matt's just been great because his band's very similar to the sort of stuff I love. So, but yeah, it's been 18 months of really hard work. So I wanted to make it something special. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. And I'm really proud of it. Like it's just now we're just doing the final bits that I didn't think would be quite so stressful. So we're getting all the artwork done, and it's turned out to be quite a bit more expensive than I thought it would be. But
There's a shock.
But hopefully people like it and buy it, and I make a little bit of that money back. But
You
we'll
said
see.
that's the thing you say when people say, I'm going to do a record, then automatically normal people that are not involved in the industry, you're making a record, are you? Like, be out next week, will it?
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work and prep.
They do think you just go into a studio,
do it in one day,
sing the song, and that's it. It's done. It's out tomorrow.
It has been a lot of prep. I mean, a lot of the songs are general instruments, so it's like myself, electric guitar, drums, bass. There's one track in there called Fire, Into the Fire, which is looking to be the single track, and that's took so much prep in terms of production, because I wanted to have it quite diverse, but all in one genre, if that makes sense. So I've got 2 songs that are full band songs, and I've got an acoustic song with just my electric guitar, which I wanted people to kind of get what it would be like if you came and saw me live. So I got that one on there, and then I wanted to have one track that was appreciated on a production value as well as a song. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's got a lot in it, whereas it's more like a proper production of the song, and it's just where people will be like, oh wow, like, I tried to have a song where producers will listen to it and think, oh, that's really good. Do you know what I mean? Because people who don't know about music production would think of it, oh, that's nice, but producers will think like, oh wow, yes. Can you hear that in there? Can you hear that in there? So we've tried to do one song like that, and me and Matt's done a cracking job to get it where I wanted it, really. So yeah, man, it's been exciting.
And that's the difference to these ears. You listen to something and you go, yeah, but to trained ears, like
it's
you say, producers, they can hear so much more, can't they? Yeah. And they go, whoa.
It's like when I go clubbing, because I like going out. When I go clubbing, you see people that are listening to dance music and they're just like going nuts. Yeah. But I'm sat there like, how did he get that? How did he get that wub, or how did he get that sub? You know what I mean? Yeah. That's just how people who know about that side of music think. And recording this EP has opened my mind to that, because I've worked with like Matt, who's one of the best creative producers I've ever met. Anyway, so it's been wicked, man. Really excited. And
Drummond was on bass guitar.
Ben, yeah. I mean, I met Ben. That's where I met Ben. Ben was session for my EP and recorded bass on my EP.
Okay.
And that's where we met, and yeah, man, it's just gone from there. Asked me to play here, and I'm sure we'll be doing quite a bit more stuff
Ben's
together.
Quality.
Yeah,
he's the ledge.
He's collectively probably one of the best musicians I've ever played. Yeah. I mean, we had one little rehearsal before tonight, and I finished rehearsal, and he went, well, let me ever go on your acoustic guitar, and I was like, nah, he's only a bass player, he's not going to be that good, and he just blew me out of the water. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, and they're good. I'll tell you what, when and I've been following Ben and doing these shows with Ben for quite some time, and all artists, I don't mind, but I ain't following him with a guitar.
Yeah.
Because when he starts playing that, it says he taps it. Do you tap it as well, don't you?
Yeah, I got a nice pickup in my guitar. So.
And he'll do like the Spanish, like flamenco and that.
Yeah, he's literally got everything. I mean, he was saying he was playing jazz, blues, country,
nothing he can't
folk,
play.
Yeah, that's how I do. I mean, I'm only 19. I've only been playing the guitar a couple of years, and that's where I want to be, sort of thing, really. Because I love jazz. Being a saxophone player, I love jazz music, and I always see myself in the folk scene. That's what I love. But I'd like to be one of those musicians like Ben that can implement different genres into one song. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, a couple of years, I reckon I'll get there.
Where are you from?
I live just outside of Wolverhampton.
Oh, okay,
so local Midlander, but I'm looking to move to London next year. This year in September for my last year of university, with the hope to live there.
What are you studying?
I study music production. But it's just a good London's just for me, especially as the folk scene in places like Shoreditch, Camden and stuff. I'm quite busy at the moment, so I'm the sort of person that will just walk into a restaurant. I'm not walking to a pub, walking to a venue and just say, let me play, you know what I mean? So,
Jazz Cafe?
Anywhere. I'll play anywhere.
Have you played there yet in Camden?
No, I haven't yet. No, I played Dingwalls, which was good.
Yeah.
Is it Barfly, something like that?
Yeah, Barfly.
Just supporting bands, really. And then in Shoreditch, I play in places like the Bedroom Bar, so I'm playing Shoreditch tomorrow. And I'm the sort of person that will walk into a pub and say, let me play. So I think being in London will be good for me, my scene, you know what I mean? So, yeah, might have to...
Well, with a voice like yours, Rich, you can get away, can't you?
Yeah.
You can get away with it. You go, let me play, and they look at you and they go, nah. Yeah. And then you go, how about this? And they'll go, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just the sort of person that will say, because at the end of the day, I know it's about making a living, but it's about enjoying it and about like, I love gigging, so that's why... That's why even if the money's not great, if I think it's a good gig I'm going to enjoy, I'll do it anyway. Yeah. So I just walk into places that I want to play and I just say like, look, let me play a half-hour set. If you like it, ask me back and pay me then. I'm that sort of person, you know what I mean? So if I go to London, I think it'll be good. Plus, I'm 19 and my mum does everything for me, so I think I need to grow up a little bit, to be fair. So
I'm 51. My wife does everything for me now.
Yeah, so I think I need to grow up a bit. So going to London might turn me into a bit of a. I'm a man, obviously. I've got a beard and everything, but I think it might turn me into a bit of a man. So yeah, I think I need to do it. But.
How do people look up with you on your social media sites?
So all my stuff is Richie Jones Music, RICHI. That's my Facebook, my Twitter, and my website is richiejones.com. And you can get all my info on there, really. Obviously, with the EP coming out, if you drop me an email.
What's the name of that EP? Because we didn't mention the name.
I think we're going to call it Into the Fire.
Okay.
Because that's the track that said all the big production. That's that track.
Yeah.
It's not the one that you'd think would be most obvious for it, because it's not the most generic track. It's quite obscure, but I want the track to be the track I want to stand out is the one that I want people to think, oh, that's a bit different.
Yeah, sure.
So we've gone for Into the Fire, which I'm really happy about. We recorded the video in Feb. So,
where's that going to be done?
Where?
Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest. I'm trying to work on a storyboard. It's quite hard juggling all what's going on at the moment with my university as well.
Yeah.
Because I love gigging, I take on so many gigs. So like in Jan and Feb, I've got 10 gigs each month. So that's a lot of gigs when you've got like 4 uni deadlines. Yeah. But I don't like turning gigs down, so I take gigs on and then worry about the deadline afterwards. So I've been staying up till like 2 in the morning, not doing it. So my manager's been great. He's helped me out with artwork and stuff. So I take a bit of the burden load off me, really. So I get a bit of kick when I need to. But yeah, it's going to be. And
labels and stuff like that. You've had any?
I have, but to be honest, I'm not interested at the moment because signing to a label doesn't mean anything. It does if they do stuff for you, but there's so much you can do nowadays yourself.
Yeah. Unless
they can offer you a shed load of money, which would be good because
which ain't gonna happen.
Which isn't necessarily gonna happen. But if they can, you can do so much of it yourself now with social media and stuff. So I just don't think I need to yet. Mm-hmm. Maybe if I get to the point where I'm doing big gigs and big stuff like that, then maybe. But obviously I'm only 19, so there's seems a bit pointless at the moment. Do you know what I mean?
Got the whole world in front of you, mate.
Yeah, and I'm excited about the future, man. So yeah.
And so you should with a voice like that, mate. You should be excited about the future.
We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Quality. Well, Rich, can I thank you for your time, sir?
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to go and check out this band.
Yeah, Sam. I look forward to it because these are mint. So.
Lovely. Cheers, mate.
That's right, mate.
Hey, that's a northern thing, ain't it? Mint.
I don't know. I don't know.
You have Geordie saying that, ain't mint, innit?
Mongrel, and I got everything in.
Well, you're a yam, ain't you? I'll send the Wolverhampton, mate.
Trust me.
Right. Cheers, pal. Thank you.
A fire is burning in my head, fueled by the words I should have said. Like I love you, I need you, I'll never desert you, my darling. Or I'll hold you, please you keep your body warm. Now I'm caught in a storm, a storm of love that's keeping me down, a storm of love that's keeping me down. And your number remains in my phone, and I wonder if mine remains in yours. And still, when I close my eyes, I see your smile, and your soft pink lips and your gentle touch still linger in my mind. Now I'm of compassion, heartbreak and emotion for you. My head is full of distractions from memories I share with you. But I'll go on and on until you hear my song. Yeah, I'll go on until you hear my song. A fire is burning in my head.
Well, now we're going to have an interview with the different James from the group Pleasure House.
Right,
He's
Gavin.
going to take over because you are my apprentice.
Am I now?
And you're always at the Jam House.
I am.
There's nothing you don't know about music.
Well,
Pleasure
I don't
House
know
are one of my
about
favourite
that.
bands in the
Oh,
world.
thank
And
you.
these are one of your favourite bands in the world.
Yes.
So far away, son. There's the microphone.
Okay.
There we
So,
go.
we've got it now. Is that
You
good?
just
Yeah.
talk.
Okay.
You just
So we're getting a bit close now.
That's all right.
I've been right. So I've been roped into this.
I can tell.
Yeah. But I was just listening. I didn't even catch the name of your band, to be honest. I've only saw you just from the
Speak
start.
Brother.
So what is it?
Speak Brother.
Speak Brother.
Yes, with a
Okay.
comma, with a comma.
Okay, with a comma. That's important for social media, people. Remember that one. Remember that one. Okay, so how did you get together?
Well, I was doing solo stuff before,
Yeah.
and I kind of found these guys kind of wandering lonely on the street
Okay.
corner, so I thought I'd rope them in. And
Oh, good. Well, because I've heard a bit about the guys already, actually.
yeah.
Funnily enough, yeah, I've heard your piano player. Does he do a bit of producing?
he's a very, very good producer.
Oh, okay, yeah. What's he? Where's his studio and stuff like that?
Well, yeah, he's based in Coventry at the moment.
Okay.
Mostly, and he mostly does a lot of his work at various different studios, mostly Flipside Studios.
Oh, okay, good. So have you so he's your piano player. Have you like roped a few free studio sessions out of him?
Well, yes, he
Hey, we know you have.
Yeah.
We know you have.
Pull a few strings here and there in this world, you know.
That's what music's about, though, isn't it?
Yeah, pulling a few strings, yeah, and playing them as well.
Yes, pulling a few strings, playing them, making them vibrate.
It's all about strings.
It's all about strings and things.
Yeah, no, it's about people coming together and just playing for each other and all that stuff. Yeah, no, so it was a brilliant sound, by the way.
Thank you.
What was what are your main influences?
Well, sometimes people tell us if I say, "Oh, it sounds just like blah blah." I think at the moment I'm listening to a lot of Swell Season.
Okay, wow.
Have you ever heard Glenn Hansard?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, folk stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
But also not a lot of not folk stuff too.
Okay. So, do you know, out of your set then, do you have a favourite song?
Oh, I'd say probably it changes it all the time.
Yeah.
Probably at the moment it is a song called "Sea for Miles."
Okay, and we're going to get a bit deep now, Gabby. We're going to get a bit deep.
I
We're gonna get a
love
bit
deep.
Yeah.
Deep's good.
What's the song about?
The song is about a blind lady that we met at a gig, basically, and
Wow.
it was one of these gigs where it was an audition, so we're up against other artists, which we don't
Okay.
really like putting ourselves in the position of, because actually I'd rather just appreciate other artists and just for what they got and just listen to them, enjoy them. But we're kind of just in this little self-contained bubble that I think we can all find ourselves in at some times, where we're just sort of in our own world and just sucking ourselves up and kind of just sort of thinking, I need to be good, they're really good, I need to be good. It's all about me, and it's just like not really about what music's about. Music is about calling to people. It's not about me on the stage playing.
Of course,
Let's face it. And that's kind of the place I was at. But we caught sight of this lady, and you could tell she was blind, but she had this massive grin on her face, and she was just so joyful. And she was the happiest person in the room by a long shot, and it kind of just pulled ourselves out of ourselves.
Yeah.
and it almost like it was a weird thing. It almost brought a tear to my eye. It was a bit strange, and from that moment, it was like I realised why I'm here, and it was just like to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
And you forget that sometimes. Life is about enjoying yourself. Life is about being happy with yourself.
Yeah.
And a lot of people go around in this world not happy with themselves, especially. I guess the stereotype is younger women, but I think it's everyone really. But that just compare themselves to other people
musicians do it a lot when they compare themselves to other musicians. And,
Yeah, I mean, we all do it. I definitely do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't help it.
No,
but
you can't.
You have to remember that we're all on our own journey, and we're all kind of, here, and this is where we're at. And I guess it's just a song about enjoying yourself.
Awesome. So, as well as musical influences, what would you say the biggest influences that you get that's non-musical? What's your biggest non-musical influence?
Ooh, that's a good question. Non-musical influence.
Got the job,
Yeah, he's got the job.
You're doing well.
I'm just I've
you needed to prep me for that.
Can
one.
I just say I get a few interviews because obviously being in the band and that. So I've always thought of just questions that are different, that aren't just the standard one.
Yeah, well done.
I'm not trying to catch you out, I swear.
I like how you're filling in there, just so I had time to think about.
Well, it's
professionals at work.
It's like when a play gets brought down in the box, and the referee has a bit of thinking time. That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing right now. Yeah,
because we're padding for you.
Right now, I've gone to the linesman.
Yeah.
I've asked his opinion,
Yeah.
see what he thinks, and I'm also aware of all the fans behind me that are shouting at me. So,
All right. So for the listeners, then they probably forgot what the question was.
So your biggest influence that is non-musical.
Okay, non-musical instrument. I would say that. Recently actually, we played this gig at a homeless centre in our hometown, and
which is
rugby.
Okay,
rugby is our hometown, and it was only last Friday actually, and there's a lady who kind of volunteers there all the time.
Yeah.
She was talking a little bit about the homeless, sort of, and how they help and things like that. But it was just the way she was talking. It was passionate. It was about putting other people before herself, always.
Okay.
And it's that kind of thing that really influences me to want to do that. That
Good,
kind of stuff
good.
more, and we can use music to do that. So
Yeah, definitely. I think in this world, we definitely need a lot more of that.
yeah, I think a lot more of people just having a bit of perspective and just looking around, and that it's not just about them. It's about the other person. It's about your family. It's about your friends. It's about
Awesome. Yeah.
Without getting too soppy.
No, good. Right. So to wrap up, I mean, really good band, and now I've found out you've got a really good message as well. And so, what's next?
Well, we've got an EP coming out.
Oh, good.
Which we're really looking forward to. We have to crowdfund it a little bit, which is going live this week.
Oh, really?
And, the EP will be out.
Remember that, listeners?
Yes, 25th of March is when the EP will be out.
How do people help you on that journey of crowdfunding?
Right, so we have loads of different products, essentially. My wife is a bit of an artist. She paints stuff, so she's done hand-painted lyrics.
Wow.
And we've got like various things like bracelets and stuff. We've actually also teamed up with a local brewery who have allowed us to stick our own label on nails.
A bit of beer.
Yes.
Gabby, that's what we're into, mate. I know you know.
Tasty ale, not just any old ale, really, really good stuff. We have the best.
Good.
So that you can pre-order an EP with a bottle of ale as
well. Oh my God.
Even better.
Mate, it's I'm going to order 10. I'm going to pre-order 10.
Hey, if you order 10, that's like halfway to what we need to get.
I'm just going to sit there drunk knowing that I've helped this band.
Every bottle reminds you. And then you'll forget just afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so EP, and what about next gigs?
We've got a fair few gigs. Actually, in Birmingham, we've got one at supporting Kelly Oliver, which is at the. Now he's testing me. It is at the Kitchen Garden Cafe. I think.
Good venue.
Wow. Yeah, love it, beautiful venue. Yeah, so really looking forward to that. That's
Just by the Hare and Hounds.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just on the opposite. So. Probably go on our website for that one because I can't remember the exact date. It's in February. Speakbrother.co.uk is our website.
Check the website out, people.
Check the website.
All right then, thank you.
And social media, sir.
Oh yes, social media and all that jazz. Well, you can just Google us anything and you'll find us. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're everywhere.
Everywhere.
So facebook.com/speakbrotheruk and anything/speakbrotheruk, you'll find us.
It's all about Speak Brother.
Indeed.
Thank you, sir.
With a comma.
Thank you. Don't forget them commas and dashes. James, you've done a wonderful job.
It's my first interview. I was a bit nervous, I'm not going to lie.
You're quality, mate.
Yeah.
Natural.
Thank you.
Superb. And Pleasure House, where can we next see your wonderful band?
Well, we've just got a gig. We've just announced one supporting Fickle Friends at the Rainbow Courtyard. That's in March. I don't know the date, so that means people are going to have to look on Facebook. And we've got. I'm not supposed to announce this, but I'm just going to do it anyway for SRB exclusive. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
You know I love you.
We've got a new EP and it's coming out in March.
Wonderful.
Towards the end of March.
When are you going to drop it so I can play it?
I'm not going to tell anyone the date. I'm just saying there's new music and we're really excited for it.
Fantastic. And I'm excited as well.
I'm excited.
And also...
We're all excited.
I'm tired. I've had a wonderful night of live music at the Jam House. It's a good night from me.
Good night from me.
And a good night from you.
Thank you for listening. God bless.
Heard silent cries. You walked this dry, cracked dirt. That was my heart. This barren land has not seen growth all these years. And these dry bones are yours to live and fill this chest with air again. Waters rise, run through these veins and fill the cracks that broke away. No mistake, you saved me, even though I ran away. Yeah. Oh, these dry bones are yours to live and fill this chest with air again. Waters rise, run through these veins and fill the cracks that broke away. Drown me in your love. Oh, drown me in your love. Oh, drown me in your love. For myself to die, for myself to die. Oh, drown me in your love. Oh, drown me in your love. Oh, drown me in your love. For myself to die, for myself to die, for myself to die. Oh, these dry bones are yours to live and fill this chest